Welcome to Ancient Stoic Secrets.
Have you ever talked to a woman? And everything seemed fine, but somehow nothing happened? She didn't flirt back. She didn't open up. She didn't feel the spark you were hoping for. And you walk away thinking, what do women actually want to hear? Now here's the truth. Most men don't fail because they're unattractive. Most men fail because their conversations are predictable, surface level, forgettable. But the men women remember, the men they think about later that night, the men who feel mysteriously attractive, ask questions that trigger curiosity, intimacy, and emotional depth. This video will give you 12 Stoic, psychology-backed questions that make a woman feel seen, desired, respected, emotionally safe, and deeply drawn to your energy. These questions are not tricks. They're rooted in Stoic emotional intelligence, modern psychology, and thousands of real-world interactions. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why these questions work, and how a Stoic man uses them without ever chasing, begging, or seeking approval. So sit back, breathe deep, and let's begin. Before we dive into the questions, we need to understand why questions create attraction. The Stoics believed in mastery of two things: know yourself and understand others. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we may listen twice as much as we speak." Stoics didn't seek attention. They created presence. And in modern dating, that presence is a superpower. Because women fall for emotional presence, calm masculine energy, curiosity without neediness, depth without pressure, a man who listens, a man who is grounded, centered, composed, a man who doesn't try to impress her, but invites her to reveal herself. Every question you're about to learn does exactly that. The 12 questions that create attraction. We'll go slow. We'll break down the psychology. And I'll show you how to respond like a Stoic man. Get ready. Fire question number 1. What's something about you most people never notice at first? This question is powerful because it makes her self-reflect. It unlocks depth immediately. It makes her feel seen. Most women are constantly judged on surface traits. Their looks, job, body, vibe. But almost no one asks about the hidden part of her. You're sending the message, I'm paying attention to you in a different way. When she answers, reply calmly with, interesting, I wouldn't have guessed that. This creates curiosity, and curiosity is attraction. Fire question number 2. When do you feel the most like yourself? This question makes her imagine a version of herself she loves. And who is she talking to in that moment? You. Psychologists call this emotional self-projection. Her brain literally ties you to the feeling she's describing. If she says, when I'm traveling, when I'm painting, when I'm laughing with people I trust, you simply respond, I like that. Warm, calm, stoic. Fire question number 3. What kind of energy are you most drawn to? This question is genius, because she will describe the exact type of man she wants. Confident, calm, focused, ambitious, playful, masculine. You don't brag. You don't say, oh, that's me. You smile and say softly, interesting, I like that. You're not selling yourself. You're staying grounded. And that silence, that composure, is attraction. Fire question number 4. What's a simple thing that makes your whole day better? This question unlocks warmth, coffee, sunlight, a delicious breakfast, a quiet moment alone, someone remembering something small. Happiness is a bonding emotion. When she answers, keep your tone soft. I love that. No jokes. No overanalyzing. Just warmth. This builds intimacy faster than most men ever realize. Fire question number 5. What's a moment in your life you wish you could relive for just one day? This question taps into nostalgia, one of the most powerful emotional bonding forces. Humans connect over memories, over stories, over meaningful moments. When she shares, you respond with presence. That sounds beautiful. You're not judging. You're not one-upping her story. You're just listening. And that alone makes you stand out from 99% of men she meets. Fire question number 6. What do you value most in people? This question reveals her principles. Stoics lived by virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, discipline. So when she answers with loyalty, honesty, kindness, you follow up with, why that one? This opens a deeper emotional layer. Women fall for men who understand their values, not their hobbies, not their favorite movies, but their values. Fire question number 7. What's something you're working on improving right now? This question attracts mature, intelligent, ambitious women. Because you're not asking, how's your day? You're asking, who are you becoming? If she says, I'm working on confidence, my health, my patience, my finances, you respond with, that's good, I respect that. Short, grounded, masculine. Fire question number 8. What's something you only recently realized about yourself? This question creates vulnerability. It requires self-insight. It requires openness. If she says, I'm stronger than I thought. I've been holding myself back. I'm learning to trust people again. This gives you the opportunity to say, I get that. That makes sense. Women crave emotional attunement. Not therapy. Not fixing. Just attunement. Fire question number 9. What's a small decision you made that changed your life? This question reveals her philosophy, her growth, her wisdom. It shows her that you're a man who respects introspection, something deeply stoic. Her answer might surprise you. People's lives are shaped by tiny decisions. You say, that's powerful. Fire question number 10. What's the most unexpectedly attractive thing someone can do? She will literally tell you. Confidence, eye contact, boundaries, honesty, calm tone, purpose, integrity. She's describing her turn-ons without even realizing it. This is gold. Not to manipulate her, but to understand her. Fire question number 11. If you could erase one fear from your life, what would it be? This question builds trust immediately. Fear is intimate. Fear is vulnerable. Stoics didn't run from fear. They observed it, understood it, mastered it. When she shares, you respond with, I appreciate you saying that. That one line builds more connection than an hour of flirting. Fire question number 12. What do you want your life to feel like in 5 years? Not look like, not be like, but feel like. Women think in emotional textures. Safe, loved, excited, supported, inspired, free. When she describes that future, her mind ties the feeling to the person who asked the question. This is advanced level attraction. The questions are powerful, but the questions alone do nothing unless your presence matches. Here is the Stoic formula. Ask calmly. Listen fully. Pause before replying. Speak slowly. Keep your tone warm but grounded. Not rushed. Not trying to impress. Not performing. Your energy should say, I'm comfortable with myself. And I'm comfortable with you. Use these phrases. That's interesting. I understand. I like the way you think. Tell me more about that. That makes sense. These create psychological attunement, the number one predictor of emotional attraction. How to use these questions naturally. Do not use them like a checklist or like an interrogation. Use them on a walk, over coffee, in the car, on a late-night phone call, during a slow moment at dinner, while texting if the vibe is right. One question can last 20 minutes. Let her talk longer than you. Let silence sit. Let moments breathe. A Stoic man isn't afraid of silence. He uses it. Most men try to create attraction by bragging, chasing, trying to impress, over-explaining, talking too much, proving themselves. Stoics do the opposite. They create attraction by presence, curiosity, emotional composure, grounded masculinity, understanding instead of performing. A woman doesn't fall for a man because he's loud. She falls because he is centered. A rock in the storm. A calm energy in a chaotic world. A grounded presence in a culture of insecurity. That's what makes a woman feel safe. That's what activates her feminine energy. That's what makes her think about you long after you leave. You now have 12 powerful questions that unlock emotional intimacy, trust, attraction, feminine openness, deep conversation, real connection. If you master these, not as tactics, but as part of your character, your dating life will never feel confusing again. Women don't want perfection. They want presence. They want depth. They want a man who listens, a man who observes, a man who understands himself and others. A Stoic man. If you want more insights on masculine psychology, ancient Stoic wisdom, and modern dating mastery, subscribe to Ancient Stoic Secrets, where ancient wisdom meets modern men. I'll see you in the next video.